Good morning, students. So last day we did narration part 1, which consisted of narration regarding statement sentences and imperative sentences. Today we are going to take up the two next categories, that is the narration change in case of optative sentences and interrogative sentences. First, I will cover the interrogative sentences, then I will move on to optative sentences. Now, what is an interrogative sentence? An interrogative sentence is one which conveys a question, which asks a question, right? So, I will take up examples to elaborate this portion, but before that, I will draw your attention to two main categories which we are going to cover, or rather which we are going to pick up while completing this portion, that is interrogative sentences. There are two types of questions. Number one, a question whose answer can be given in yes or no. There is another question whose answer cannot be given in only yes or no. You have to speak out. Like if I tell you, did you have your lunch? What will be your reply? Either yes or no. Yes, I had my lunch. So if you are saying yes, then okay, or no. That means I did not have my lunch. Another kind of question is, what did you have for lunch? So when I ask you, what did you have for lunch? You cannot give your answer in simply yes or no. Then you have to say, I had dal, rice, or chapati, curry for lunch. So you see there are two types of questions. Number one, whose answer can be found in yes or no, whose answer can be given in yes or no. Second category, whose answer cannot be given in simple yes or no. You have to actually produce a sentence to give the proper answer. So this categorization of sentences will help us to solve the narration change of interrogative sentences. Let's see how. If I say A said to B, open inverted commas, within inverted commas, let us take this only. What did you have for lunch? So this answer cannot be given in yes or no. What will be B's answer to A? I had this for lunch, full stop, right? So in such cases, listen attentively, in such cases where the answer cannot be given in yes or no, we are going to give the answer in this way. A asked B. Don't write A asked to B. It is absolutely wrong. A asked B. Then don't write if or whether anything. Straight away write the interrogative word. What B had for lunch. What B had for lunch. Why had? If I am saying what did you have for lunch? So let's think the verb was not have, but it was what did you take for lunch. So in this case, understand this thing very carefully. If it is given did and take, so actually did plus take, took is already given to you. So I have told you when past tense will be given, the answer will be in past perfect. It is like the relationship between, say, two friends, did and take. So if did and take are there, actually it is a partnership, which means took. They are just being separated by distance. What did you have? So you is the third person who is very jealous. He or she has come and sat in between did and take, thus separating them. But actually the partnership is did plus take, that is took. Right? So what did you take for lunch? Now in this case it is what did you have for lunch. So what is the verb given to you? Did plus have, that is had. So what is the past perfect tense of had? It will be had. So what B had for lunch, right? If on the contrary I tell you, A said to B, did you take your lunch? What will be your answer? A asked B whether B had taken his lunch. A asked B whether or if. Those who are not comfortable with the spelling of whether and you get confused, use the word if, because there are less chances of making spelling mistakes and marks will not be deducted or credited whether you use whether or if. So A asked B if B had taken his lunch. So when the answer can be given, first you understand this much, because the tense part I will again explain. When the answer of a question can be provided in simple yes or no, then we are going to write A asked B if, then the question. But if the answer cannot be provided in yes or no, you have to write a sentence in order to complete your answer. Then the answer will be A asked B, interrogative word. What, why, when, how, where, whatever is there in the question, and then the sentence. Right? Now I will explain the tense part once again. A said to B. Let's take up examples. A said to B, what are you doing? So actually are doing, that is the verb. You is the third party who has come and sat between are and doing, thus separating them, breaking the friendship. But actually are doing is a couple. They're friends. They are together. So what are you doing? So A asked B what, then the subject he, then the verb was doing. Are doing present tense, present continuous tense, it will change to past continuous. With you it was are, but here it has become what he. So it will become A asked B what he was doing. If I say A said to B, what will you have for lunch? So A asked B what, subject word, then the question word, then the subject word, what he would have for lunch. So if you make a formula, it will be A asked B, interrogative word plus subject word, then the verb, then the rest of the sentence. That is the formula. Let's again brush it up. A asked B, interrogative word, then the subject word, then the verb, then the rest of the sentence. A said to B, why are you crying? A asked B, interrogative word, why he was crying. So first A said to B, A asked B, interrogative word, subject word, verb, rest of the sentence. If I say A said to B, how did you break the cup? A asked B, interrogative word, how, he, subject word, had broken, because did plus break is already given, and did plus break mean what? Did plus break is actually broke, which is already given to you. It is just that the partnership did plus break is eluding from your vision, that actually broke is given to you, right? So broke is given to you just in a separated format, did plus break. Actually they are a couple, broke, but they are just separated by this jealous friend, that is you. So how did you break the cup? Did plus break, broke is given to you. So how, subject word he, then the verb, had broken, rest of the sentence, the cup. If I say, where did you go last night? A said to B, where did you go yesterday? Where did you go yesterday? A asked B, where, question word, subject word, he had gone, because did plus go, went is already given to you. Did plus go indicates went. Where he had gone last night. Is it clear? Not yesterday, last night, because this I have already taught in assertive sentences, that whenever there is yesterday or tomorrow, it will be last night or next day, right? So this is all about the question sentences, where you are having this answer which cannot be given in yes or no. You have to frame or produce complete sentences in order to give the answer. Now if I tell you, will you come with me? A said to B, will you come with me? So A asked B whether or if he, again subject word, would come with A. A asked B if, subject word, B would come, verb, with A. If I tell you, A said to B, do you like my videos? A asked B if, B, subject word, question, if, then subject word, liked his videos. So what is the basic difference between these two sentences? In both cases, A asked B is common. In both cases, subject word, verb, rest of the sentence format is common. Only in between, when the answer of the question can be given in a complete sentence, has to be given in a complete sentence, then you use the interrogative word. But if the answer of the sentence can be given simply in yes or no, you use if or whether. That is the only difference in the answering. In case of sentences where the answer can be given in simple yes or no, you are giving whether or if. In full answers like full sentences, you are using the question word itself. Otherwise, the rest format, the remaining format is same. A asked B, either if in case of yes, no, or interrogative word in case of full sentences. Then the subject word, right? Then the verb, then the rest of the sentence. I hope it is clear to all of you. And what about the tense portion? If it is given, did you break? So actually broken is given to you. Will you go? Actually future tense is given to you. Are you going? So actually present continuous is given to you. If I say A said to B, were you lurking on the corridor yesterday? So A asked B whether B while lurking is given. So past continuous is given. Had. So what will it become? Continuous becomes past perfect continuous. Whether B had been lurking in the corridor the previous day. Whether B had been lurking in the corridor the previous day. I hope it is clear to you. Right? I hope it is clear to you. With this, I will move on to optative sentences, which I think I will upload in the next video. So this one is interrogative sentences. I will try to provide you links of folders where you can solve, but please solve Wren and Martin first. Only after that you can solve any other examples. Okay, before I complete this video, I will just like to discuss a few more examples. If I say A said to B, did you go there? Okay, so A asked B. The answer can be given in yes or no. If he had gone there. If I say, are you going to come with me? So A asked B if he was going to come with A. Right? A said to B, can you do me a favor? So what will be the answer? A asked B if B could do him a favor. A asked B if B could do A favor. If I say A said to B, will you close the door for me? So A asked B if B would close the door for you. Now I hope it is clear to you. So A asked B first, then either the question word or if or whether, then what? Subject word, then what? The verb, then the rest of the sentence. Whether spelling is W-H-E-T-H-E-R. Don't confuse it with whether. Whether and whether are different. So W-H-E-T-H-E-R. That is why I am telling you, if you have any confusion, avoid whether, choose if. Marks will not be credited if you are writing a 6-lettered word. So there is no more marking for a 6-lettered word. So why go for it? 7-lettered word. So choose if. It's absolutely fine. Okay, don't think that you will be given more marks if you choose whether. Some people love to use inquired of, I-N-Q-U-I-R-E-D or E-N-Q-U-I-R-E-D, inquired of. A inquired of B. Now I usually tell you people not to do it because you can get your spelling wrong. You can miss the preposition of. Sorry, because if I tell you A inquired B, that is wrong. So why should I take the risk? A asked B is pretty fine. You will get the marks. So if you are very confident with your usage of inquired of or inquired of and very confident with the spelling, then only you can opt for it. Otherwise, leave it out. Go for A asked B. Clear? So with this, I finish the video of this interrogative sentences. In the next video, I will be doing optative sentences. Right? Okay. Thank you. And please practice from Wren and Martin because that is the best book to practice from. After you have done that, you can definitely go through the links which I provide you. Thank you. Be safe in the pandemic situation. Study hard at home. But keep in mind, health is wealth.